Hi everyone. So in this video what we'll be doing is taking our extended themes and putting them into a simple game framework that allows us to hear them in a game. In addition, that game framework has the ability to play movies for kind of sampling what your music will sound like against those gameplay videos that you have. So you'll be receiving a link in the assignment about where this Unity template is, and I've downloaded it to my computer as this zip. I just unzip the file here, and now we're going to go over to the Unity Hub. And in the Unity Hub itself, what we'll do is add that project. So to review that, the Projects tab over on the left will go into that section, and then we'll add this project. So I put it on my desktop, so I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to open that up. And then I'll see, here it is here, it's on my desktop, and then I can click it and then it will open up. Now, it's currently using the same version of Unity. Your course may be using a different version of Unity, in which case bringing up the project may take a little bit more time. Check with your course instructor about what version of Unity you should be using for these projects. So it takes a few seconds for Unity to compile all the assets on your machine. Once it does this, it's a little faster when it loads, and essentially just kind of finishing up importing these assets right now. It has some temporary assets for themes right now, and you'll be replacing those within your game itself. On my desktop, you can see I have a theme 1 and theme 2, which I'm going to bring into the game, and then 2 movies, which I'll replace out too. And that will kind of allow me to see it in a game framework. The first thing that I want to do when it comes up is I want to load up the example scene. I have a crossfading scene. It currently loads with a blank untitled scene for my game, which I don't want. I want the crossfading scene. The crossfading scene looks like this. I'm going to back up or zoom out, which is on my machine, I have a mouse with a scroll wheel that allows me to scroll out like this. In addition, you can have the right key, you can hold down the right mouse button and move around using the A, S, D, W keys to kind of move around in your scene, which I'm kind of doing now. You can use the E to move up and the Q to move down. Now, I did that all with the right mouse button down. Which allows me to kind of rotate, go up and down, and then use all those letter keys to kind of move around. I have a theme A over here and a theme B, and if I play the game, I'll be able to hear those. And so if I play theme A, in the background on that movie screen that we have, you'll be able to see video 1 playing along with theme A. Now if I move over here to theme B and collide with this object, it will crossfade, it will fade out the other one and play the new one and switch movies. Now, it just simulates kind of how your music will work in a game framework so that you can show how one piece of music fades into another piece of music to a client, like a game developer or something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our own music into this. If you lose mouse control, you can hit the escape key to get your mouse back. So that's what I did there. I hit escape and then I went up and hit this play button. You also can hit Command P, which will also play it and stop playing it. All right, so I mentioned before that I had my themes and a couple movies here. What I'm going to do is take my themes and my movies and I'm going to drag them into my assets inside the project tab here. It will copy them into my project. In fact, if we look at my project here, you'll see that those assets have been copied into my project and it's made meta files along with them. Okay, cool. Now let's replace these things out. I'll go back to my project and there's an object, a game object in the world called audio sources. And this is where we swap out our old themes for our new themes. So we just click audio sources, and then over on the right you can see that there are actually 2 audio sources. Remember, audio sources are speakers within the world. So what I'm going to do is one is set to theme A, and I just create a new one called theme 1 and 2. So for that audio clip, I'm going to replace that with theme 1. And if we look down further on that same audio sources object, if we look down further, there's a second audio source which uses our theme B. I've changed them to theme 1 and 2. And once I've done that, now it will play my new themes. I've tried to make these dramatically different so you'll hear right away that they're different pieces of music. Yeah, okay. So that's theme A now. And when I go over here to theme B, it will fade out that. Okay, so I have a new theme A and a new theme B. So now what about these movie files? So the movie files are a little different. I have to click on the cube to select, well, let's start with the movie screen. So the movie screen object has a default movie in the video player, so we'll just swap that out. Right now it's video clip 1. I'm going to switch that to my new movie that I have right there. So now when I play it, you'll see my new movie play up there. And now I need to just swap them so that they correspond. So when theme A plays, I'll select theme A here. So it's on the cube. I'll swap that as well. So I'll switch that to my new movie that I have. And over on the sphere over here, I want to make sure that this video clip is assigned to my second one, which I used a little clip from Walden here, so that you'll really see the difference. So now when we play this, we'll basically see the ghost for theme A, then over here, theme B. Okay, I hear an error there. So the other thing that because I heard 2 themes, my movies have music on them. So you may have to go to the movie screen and make sure that your track here, your audio, is actually unchecked. So it's not playing the audio of the movies along with your themes in the game. Now, when I play it, here it is. Alright, so now that's playing, and I go over here, and now I'm only hearing one theme. That's the very dark version of Walden. And basically, that's how you put it together. Now, I save the scene. Remember, the asterisk up here tells me that I haven't saved the scene. I'll save it, and then I'll go ahead and quit out. One other little tip here: if you make changes while you're in play mode, when you disable play mode, it will actually undo whatever you've done. So always make changes in the inspector when the game has stopped. That's another just a quick note. Okay, cool. So I'm going to quit out of Unity, and I'm going to go to my desktop. Here's my final project file, and I can kind of see, all right, I have my assets and my new movies installed there. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to rename this according to the naming convention of the assignment, and look at the assignment itself to see what the naming convention is, and name it correctly. I'm just going to name it something like Michael Sweet Project, and what I'll do is then zip it up. If I zip it and then rename it, it will unzip to the old name. So usually what I want to do is always zip it after I rename it. And actually, it's compressing, but it's on my other screen, so I'm trying to grab that and bring it over. Yeah, here we go. So it's compressing it. Depending on how big your movies and themes are, it may take a while to actually do that. And then it will have a zip file. and this is the zip file that I want you to upload. Again, check the naming convention in the assignment to name it exactly like I've specified. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.